All right. I just finished a Solo story and I'm having a really hard time putting my thoughts into words. I've actually re-recorded this video like 3 times, and I'd like to start this one by saying my ranking of a 7 out of 10, tentatively. It's a good movie-ish. It's not a bad movie. And it's a Star Wars movie, so it always gets points, but it's not quite what I want out of a Star Wars movie. Even without comparing it to others, it's rough. When comparing it to others, or without comparing it to others, I feel like its pacing isn't great. I feel like the first 10 minutes are cool, and then it's super slow, and then it kind of picks up at the end, and I really like when it picks up at the end. But I feel like, looking back on what we've done what's been done with the Star Wars universe, with, rides and the TV shows and just expanding the universe so drastically over the years, I feel like this would have been better told as a TV show, like retrospectively. Kind of like how Obi-Wan has been done, where some episodes can be slower because other episodes have big fight scenes and it works out a little bit better and it's a bit more even, and we could have spent more time learning about his first love or whatever, and building on these characters. I also like to say that it's really clear that there's definitely like lost content, not like just the movie being cut, but planned sequels never happening and spin-offs, because like Lando Calrissian's not in it too much. If I didn't know him from other stuff, I don't know how attached I would have been to him. And you can see that there's a clear storyline that was being led into with the chick and Darth Maul that never gets followed up on here. And so if I'm curious about that, I have to go hunt down various sections of various shows to figure out what Darth Maul's doing here, what's happening, what his storyline's supposed to be or was, and it's a lot. And because of that, this movie does not stand on its own like some of the other ones. It is a prequel, so I guess it's not supposed to stand entirely independently, but like throughout it, I feel like they're making a lot of references that aren't fully explained, because there's the assumption you've watched all the other Star Wars movies. You've watched a lot of them, and you've also watched the TV shows that were out at the time, specifically the ones with Darth Maul at the end. They have this nice little teaser for Darth Maul, and then you're like, if you haven't seen, Clone Wars, you don't even know that he's alive. You're like, how the heck is this man alive? What's going on? Didn't you get cut in half years ago? There's some things that I think work, and some things I don't think work quite as well, and it can't stand alone like a lot of the other Star Wars can. Again, you can see the lost content, and you can see how the formatting could have been, would have been better in a different way. I did see this originally in theaters with my brothers and my dad. We watched all of the new releases post-2016 in theaters, which was a really fun memory. And so that's something that I think about when I watch this movie again. But if I was a new fan, I probably wouldn't be racing to watch this one.